What's the weirdest past you thought would never catch you? I used to be obsessed with online forums when I was a teenager, especially this one site where people would confess their darkest secrets anonymously. It became my nightly ritual, reading strangers' deepest regrets and occasionally sharing my own fabricated stories just to see reactions. I wasn't the only one making things up. We all knew half the posts were fake, but that was part of the thrill. My specialty was creating elaborate revenge fantasies, crafting detailed scenarios about getting back at imaginary people who'd wronged me. I had this one recurring character, a cruel boss I called the Vulture, who I'd describe humiliating in increasingly creative ways. The community ate it up, and I'd spend hours perfecting these stories, building this fictional universe where I was powerful instead of an awkward teenager. But eventually, college happened. Then a career, relationships, and real life took over. I completely forgot about those forums, and that part of my identity faded away like an embarrassing phase. 10 years later, I landed my dream job at a prestigious marketing firm. The interview process had been grueling. 6 rounds with different team members, but I never met the CEO until my first day. Walking into his office that morning, I felt confident, prepared for a standard welcome meeting. He greeted me warmly, walked me around, introduced me to everyone. He seemed oddly familiar, but I couldn't place him. During lunch, he mentioned he'd actually advocated strongly for hiring me despite some concerns from HR about my limited experience. I was grateful, but confused why he'd taken such interest. After a successful first week, he invited me to a one-on-one dinner to discuss my future at the company. At the restaurant, after ordering drinks, his demeanor shifted slightly. "You know," he said, leaning forward, "I feel like we've known each other for years." I smiled politely, assuming it was standard boss small talk. Then he mentioned the name of that old forum, and my stomach dropped. Avenging Scribe 93, that was you, wasn't it? My username from half a lifetime ago. Before I could respond, he continued, "The Vulture stories were particularly creative. The one where you described forcing him to apologize over the office intercom while wearing a chicken costume was my favorite." I felt the blood drain from my face as he smiled. "I was Moderator X, I ran that forum." I remembered now, the mysterious admin who occasionally commented on my posts, encouraging the community's most active members. "Don't worry," he said, noticing my panic. "Your job is secure. In fact, your creativity is exactly why I wanted you on the team." He explained how he'd recognized my writing style in my application, how he'd tracked my career through social media over the years, waiting for the right moment. "I've followed hundreds of former members," he said casually. "The best storytellers often make the best marketers." As we finished dinner, he handed me a business card for a private forum, a new version of the old site, but invitation only. "We're still sharing stories," he said. "Different ones now, real ones." I took the card, unsure whether to be terrified or intrigued that my teenage hobby had silently shaped my entire career path without my knowledge. The digital past I thought was buried had been watching me all along.